My name is Adrienne Haynes, and I am a proud graduate of the class of 2010. I'm currently serving on my second term on our National Alumni Association Board of Directors, and from all of us to you, congratulations. Welcome to the alumni side of the arch. Thank you to President Lensmeyer and the university for the award of an honorary doctorate and for the opportunity to address the classes of 2020 and 2021. It really is an honor for me to be able to participate in this very important moment in your lives and to join in the chorus of congratulations. Whether you're attending graduation in person or virtually, it serves as a great opportunity for us to do what Leo Tolstoy reminds, which is to stop a moment, cease your work, and look around you. It really feels like only a few short years ago that I was sitting in your seats, surrounded by my family and friends, glad to be done with finals, and wondering how the time passed so quickly. You really have worked hard to reach this moment, and I hope you allow yourselves a moment to truly celebrate your accomplishments. You've studied, you've been consistent, hopefully you've had a little fun, and you've shown yourselves and the world that you have the stick-to-itiveness to do so in the midst of a pandemic. Those are the skills that will put you ahead as you advance. Looking forward, you are now fully responsible and in charge of your continued education, your opportunities, and ultimately your impact. You can now freely exercise the human right of self-determination or the right to determine one's own destiny. Some of you may continue your educational careers, and others will go into the workplace and begin building your legacy and your families. Each of your journeys will be unique, as they have been and as they should be. Regardless of where life takes you next, measuring progress, goals, and success on this side of graduation has a slightly elevated scale. The standard is how well you pursue your own calling and how you impact those around you. One of my favorite definitions of success is by author John C. Maxwell. He defines success as knowing your purpose in life, growing to reach your maximum potential, and sowing seeds that benefit others. As you begin to determine how you'll allocate and spend your time, talent, and treasure in the next coming chapters, I hope you give yourself the time and space to determine what success will mean for you. Don't be afraid to be innovative and to set your sights high, even if it stretches you. It may require additional training, new experiences, emotional intelligence, trying again after temporary failure, and genuine faith. And all those things are good. All of those things signal that you're still moving forward and that you're still growing, regardless of where your path takes you. You may even find that your purpose requires you to make a promise beyond ableness. Author Carol Stanford tells us that a promise beyond ableness is not an overpromise, but a commitment to work on something that's beyond our capacity and that has the ability to make a true systemic change. It is by its very nature something that you won't yet know how to do. It will mean saying yes to curiosity, yes to lifelong learning, and coming to the same realization that Aristotle had when he wrote, "The more you know, the more you realize you don't know." But if you lean into this promise beyond ableness, you just may find your deepest aspirations, your voice, and a better understanding of how to contribute to the global world around you. When I first graduated from Buena Vista, I knew that entrepreneurial law was the direction I was heading in, but I wasn't quite sure what that was going to look like or what that fully meant. In law school, as I was still figuring it out, I was running a residential camp over the summer and borrowing ladders from my law school professors to run a painting company during the semesters. Sometimes figuring out what your passion is and exactly where it lies may have you on a road less traveled, and that's okay too. It took me a few years of listening, learning, and trusting to define my own mission. Each experience and entrepreneur brought me a little closer to clarity about how I could contribute to the whole. Today, it's more clear. Professionally, my mission is to aid in the creation of sustainable business and transferable wealth solutions for entrepreneurs and communities. After 8 years in business, I'm proud to report that in doing so, we've been able to create jobs, develop and contribute hundreds of hours of continuing education for entrepreneurs and professionals, and finally, represent the makers, doers, dreamers, innovators, and change makers that are building businesses, their families, and economies across our country. I have been fortunate to have some professional wins, and I can tell you with certainty that it comes with lessons too. But as graduates, of course, you wouldn't have made it this far without learning that lesson yourself. I know for me, as a student here, I took Professor McDaniel's statistics class a few times, and it really reinforced that age-old notion that if at first you don't succeed, try again. Luckily, those lessons translate into the real world. Having a clear purpose and mission makes navigating the ups and downs of life a little bit easier. I found that the greatest lessons don't come from the things that we just breeze through, but the opportunities that challenge us and allow us the chance to develop that character, resilience, and grit. Then, in the face of any temporary setback, you can go back to your why and begin again. As educated, emerging leaders during this time in history, you have a unique opportunity to influence the future. The pandemic has reset the entire world, and how we rebuild will be based in part on your leadership and your willingness to show us what a life lived to its maximum potential can look like. As Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found in playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one that you're capable of living. The journey towards personal success will require others. You'll want the collective wisdom, resources, and support of a community. Luckily, you are not alone. Take a moment to look around you. Your family, friends, and the professors and staff members at BV have helped you reach this milestone of success. Let's take a moment of gratitude and give them a round of applause. In the coming years, you'll make lots of new friends, but remember that your classmates and colleagues around you make up your network too. Stay in touch with one another. Your network is your net worth, and that begins here. And in addition, the alumni network that you've graduated into is full of professionals in every industry around the world. I'm fortunate to know and network with alumni today who are artists, authors, administrators, executives, family leaders, entrepreneurs, and professional service providers. From local leadership to international acclaim, you'll find BV alumni thriving and giving back to our communities. What you've learned here will prepare and propel you for years to come. Use your degree and the privileges that come with it to engage beyond the workplace and to positively influence your neighborhoods and communities. Education for service is not just a motto. It is all of our continued pledge. Welcome again to the alumni side of the arch. We are proud of you, we congratulate you, and we want to see you at homecoming and the regional events. Go forward on your journey to success. We'll be here to cheer you on. Thank you.